They tell you when you go to San Diego Comic-Con, you're going to come back with a lot of stuff. And you know what, though? I think I did pretty good. I only bought the things I wanted, and I got a couple of free stuff too. And actually, we went to a lot more Hall H panels than I expected, and we got more free stuff there too. So, for the next few minutes, I'm going to showcase everything that I got either for free or that I bought at San Diego Comic-Con. And so, without further ado, make sure you sit back, enjoy, because you won't believe the items I was able to pick up at San Diego Comic-Con.
Starting transmission.
First up, what we got picked up at San Diego Comic-Con was actually from the AMC booth. So AMC does have a pretty big presence at San Diego Comic-Con. They do sell a lot of their popcorn buckets, but you're able to get the Fantastic Four, like Herbie and the Galactus helmet and stuff like that. But this popcorn bucket, I was not expecting to see there, and I'm so glad I did. I was able to pick up the DeLorean. Yep, the Back to the Future DeLorean was available at San Diego Comic-Con. And this bucket is coming to AMC Theater eventually. I don't remember what date it is, but I'll put it here on the screen if I'm able to find out what date. So yeah, I really, really dig the design of this popcorn bucket. The doors open up just, like the DeLorean does. Put the popcorn in here. That's a little tray that slides out. Okay. In addition to that too, we got the lights here in the back. So in addition to that, the tires also do go in. So the back one does go in, the front ones, and they do both on both sides too. So you can either have the wheels out like this, so you can drive, or you can have it in hover mode, like at the very end of the movie. Yeah, the detail on this is super great. It's not super detailed, like for example, like I have right here, this is the Diamond Select Back to the Future car from Back to the Future Part 2. In comparison, they're pretty much about the same size. You can tell which one's which, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like that. It's really cool. Yeah, I really do like this popcorn bucket. It's probably going to be one of my favorite pieces that I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con. This actually may be one of my favorite pieces. I also have some really cool stuff I did pick up at San Diego Comic-Con, and I can't wait to show you those. So stay tuned because we got some really cool items that we're going to be showing off. So next up, one of the more popular things to do at San Diego Comic-Con is to actually attend all the different panels. And some panels you just get to meet celebrities. They tell you about the movie or the project or the comic books that they're working on. And that's pretty much it. But on the flip side, there are some panels that do give away free stuff. And what I'm going to show you guys next is pretty much a lot of the free stuff that we actually got at the different Comic-Con panels. The first panel that we actually went to was the Funko panel. And here are some of the items that we got from the Funko panel. First up, we did get a pin from the Funko panel, and it was a Fun Dome pin. So you can take a look at that. I'll do a little bit closer shots of these so you can see it better. But yeah, this is a limited piece to XX pieces. That's actually kind of funny. It doesn't actually tell you how many pieces. It just says XXX. Never noticed that before. That's kind of funny. But very simple enamel pin. In addition, you also got this little card when you first walked in. And on this card, there was like a little dot on the back. And this dot was actually how they gave out prizes at the Fun Dome panel for Funko. So unfortunately, I didn't win anything extra in that panel. It's pretty much all I got with it. Yeah, in addition to that, we also got a poster from Mondo. So let me go ahead and grab that. And here it is. It is a She-Ra poster with Swift. This thing is really cool. Yeah, I take a look at the sides and everything on it. No, I really like this poster. It's a really cool poster. So glad I was able to pick this up. I know, it has that really cool, unique style to it, the pop art style, that Mondo is known for. It's really cool. This is actually my first Mondo poster. I'm really excited to actually add one of their posters to my collection too. And last but not least, from the Funko panel, we also got a little Pop Yourself Buddy. And this is pretty cool. So this is, if you can tell, it's from Stranger Things. And I'm going to go ahead and open it right now so you can see what it is. If I can find the opening.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, try that again. So you guys can see what it was. There's a side here. And here we go. This is the little buddy we got. It is a little demo dog or Demogorgon dog. I'll go a little closer so you can take a look at it. It's a little cute, it's a little dog. So it goes with your Pop Yourself figures. Right now, me and my wife have our dogs with our Pop Yourself figures. But now we'd have a Demogorgon dog go with it too. And that's pretty much it with all the Funko stuff we got free from the Funko panel. The next panel that we actually went to was the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 panel. And this one we also got something free from being in the panel. And it was one of these. a Freddy Fazbear pizza box. And it actually does fold into a nice little cool pizza box. I haven't folded it yet. We just bring it back home. We didn't want to have it folded up. But yeah, it has Scott Cawthorne Productions on the back, Universal Studios. But yeah, it has all the cool little designs and like aesthetics from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. Fresh oven bake up here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool box. On the back, it has some more information on there. If you can see that. But yeah. There is an email, a website. Oh yeah, emgmedia.inc.com. Mediainc.com. The phone number on the bottom. But no, that's really cool. So those being added to kind of my movie memorabilia stuff that I have on my wall over here. So yeah, I like this a lot. Then after that panel, the next Hall H panel was for the Toxic Avenger. They also gave out a poster to all the fans that were there at the panel too. And here it is. Check that out. So here is Toxic Avenger poster. Give you guys an idea what it looks like. Trying to get away from the light a little bit. But yeah, isn't that really cool? I like the black light. I like the whole sketchy design of it. Because it has that marks like it was sketched and hand-drawn. I don't know, I like that a lot with this poster. Now I have to find somewhere to put this because this is actually a really cool poster. And currently, I don't have anywhere to put this poster. On Friday, we also went around the booths and tried to maybe pick up some stuff that may eventually sell out by the end of the weekend. So we wanted to pick up some more exclusive items. The first stop we made was at a $7 a pop booth, and we were able to pick up our Mischief Toys Ghastly enamel pin. The YouTube channel for GastroCast, they actually were there at San Diego Comic-Con, and it was their first year at San Diego Comic-Con. Me and my wife went to the $7 a pop booth. We were able to pick up our Ghastly pin that was only available at San Diego Comic-Con. And you know what? We tried to meet the GastroCast while we were there. Unfortunately, we were not able to. Oh well. What can you say? But I am so glad we were able to pick up one of these pins. Now I'll go into my little enamel board I have over there. The next panel that I actually was able to get something free from was actually the Predator Badlands panel. So there you go. There's my Predator mask. Doesn't fit too well, but I think it works. Ugh, I think it's really hot. But yeah, so here it is. This is actually from Predator's Badlands. Yeah, this is a really cool little mask. Very detailed. Actually, very high quality plastic on it. So it's really cool. But yeah, what do you guys think? So what do you guys think so far of all the stuff we got from the panels? Did you like any of it? Where you're like, some of that stuff is kind of weird. Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, to continue onward with the stuff we got there at San Diego Comic-Con. On Sunday, the panel that I was pretty much looking forward to the most was for the Lucas Museum. That's going to be in LA. This was the first time that George Lucas had ever been to San Diego Comic-Con. Even though Star Wars actually had a Comic-Con presence back in 1977 or 76, I think it was. And one of the original San Diego Comic-Cons when it was still in a hotel. But this is really cool to see him in person. It was amazing. His panel lacked a little bit of excitement, for somebody that had never been to Comic-Con. He didn't seem too excited, in my opinion. But from his panel, we actually picked up this poster. I'll show it here. And it is basically the side of the building. So I'll kind of get up closer. So yeah, so here it is. The Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. This is the poster that they gave us. On the back of it has a little history of when the museum's going to be opening, and it talks about all the people involved with it. And pretty much all the movies and stuff like that. But no, I'm really excited for this. This is really cool. And this museum looks pretty badass, if you ask me. And I actually cannot wait to go see this museum. All right. So next up, the next biggest item I was able to pick up at San Diego Comic-Con was this from Hasbro booth, the Comic-Con exclusive of the Ghostbusters ecto-glow. So these are actually based off a very old toy line of Ghostbusters where they were kind of glow in the dark, and I'll show you in the back of here too a little bit. And they're like glow in the dark figures, and the resale value on the original ones are really high. So if you never got one when you were younger, it'd be pretty much impossible to get them for a reasonable price. But Hasbro decided to re-release them, which I think is awesome. I was able to get my hands on these on Sunday. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these. And here they are. So here's like Peter Venkman. I think it's Peter Venkman. Yeah. But no, I love these. I love the old style action figures and the old Kenner boxes. Like behind me, right there, you kind of see them right there. I have the original ones. So and now I have some glow in the dark ones to go with it. Well, yeah, and that's so cool. And then Winston. But yeah, I love these. These are very important to me. I love having Ghostbuster stuff to my collection, and now I have added these to my collection. They are coming out with a car and some other ghosts in addition to that. In the walkthrough, you'll see them in that video. But I don't know, just having the original Ghostbusters is way more important to me, and I like that way more. So, were you guys able to pick any of these up? Let me know in the comment section down below. So glad I was able to get my hands on these. Oh man, I don't know what to say about these. They're so cool. I really do enjoy these. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next item. You'll be able to pick up a lot of free stuff inside the convention. You'll get a lot of free little goodies and everything like that. But outside the convention, you could also pick up a lot of free goodies too. And it depends on what activation you're near. You might pick up some free stuff. So here are some of the stuff I picked up that were free or that were handed to me as I was walking around outside the convention center. So got some free comic books here. And then got some Den of Geek magazines, some free ones here. Got this Peacemaker Den of Geek magazine also. Pretty cool. Picked up a Toxic Avenger sticker, and on the back is a QR code. Popsicle also had a little booth outside of it that they were giving out free popsicles, and you also got this little fan pack from Fantastic Four. And I'm going to open it right now so you can see what's inside of it. So I have not looked at all on what's inside. So let's see what's in here. And it came with this really cool little postcard. It came with this Herbie one. It came with this another Fantastic Four postcard. This comic book cover. This one. Which also has a picture of the ice cream we got for free on the back of it. And then we also got this one right here, which is really cool. It's a really cool holographic looking one. Yeah, that's really awesome. But yeah, that is the Fantastic Four stuff that we actually got. Actually, that's really cool. I like these little posters, little mini posters. I like this one the most. I like the minimalistic of it. Oh man, though, that's neat. I'm gonna share that with you guys. In addition, there's a guy out there that was handing out games too. We actually got this Flip 7 game right here. It is from USopoly. So yeah, a game by Eric Olson, the OP games. Yeah, we got this free game. So I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna have to play with my wife one of these days, and another player because it's 3+. So gotta find another player to play this. Yeah, kind of interested in that. But hey, got a free little card game out of it too. But yeah, that's pretty much this free stuff that we got outside of the convention center. There's way more free stuff you could have picked up. There was stuff in the Coca-Cola booth, the Twisted Metal booth, other ice cream trucks are out there, the Hello Kitty Cafe truck, but you name it. There was so much to do, so much to see, and you just couldn't see it all. And this is pretty much all the very basic, very minimal of what we were able to pick up at San Diego Comic-Con. Inside the convention center, we were able to pick up some more things too. On Sunday, I was able to pick up one of these, which is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Ninja Turtles Part 3 crossover comic book series. And there's a mystery cover in here. It says comic pack contains 2 covers per pack. Artwork by Alicio Zono. Yeah, and there's a limit of 300 pieces all the way down to a limit of 100. I am not going to open this today. You'll be able to find me opening this on a future short, so keep tuned for that because, yeah, I'm going to be opening this on a short in a couple of days. All right, from the DC booth, I was able to pick up this little Daily Planet magazine or newspaper. And basically all this has is just a bunch of different Superman stuff, different DC comic news, the articles and interviews with other writers from DC Comics. Pretty fun little read. Kind of done like a little newspaper, clipping and stuff like that. Pretty cool. This was a nice read when we were kind of tired and we were just kind of waiting around. I also got from the DC booth was this right here, which is a Superman with a QR code. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at that QR code and see what it does, by all means, go ahead. In addition to those, we also got some playing cards too. So here are a couple of the playing cards that we are able to pick up. So we got this one right here, which is Aquaman. This one right here was the Flash. And then from Worlds Collide, DC's World Collide, we got these two holographic cards. So Catwoman and Wonder Woman. Yeah, so aren't that cool? I know, I like the little cards. There are QR codes on the back. Like for the Worlds Collides one, the QR code says, use this code to get a special in-game bonus. So you know what, though? I think I'm going to start playing this game now. Yeah, so those are the little free cards we got from the DC booth. Very minimal, like they usually do. In addition, I totally missed this earlier. In addition to getting the Hasbro Ghostbusters set, I also was able to pick up this Magic playing card. So my wife had to go pick up the Ghostbusters for me because I was actually in another area of the convention center and she was by the Hasbro. There was no line. So she picked up the Ghostbusters thing and for free, it came with his Magic's The Gathering card set for Spider-Man. So this is actually a new set that I believe Magic the Gathering is doing with Marvel, like a collab. And you get some of these cards with them too. But yeah, there's really cool looking things. I do like these. Not sure what I'm gonna do with these sets yet, but a nice little addition to have with me. All right, at the Nickelodeon booth, I was able to pick up this little booklet from Avatar. And it's just a little frame thing. So if you were taking pictures at the Avatar booth, you can actually put your picture in here. So that's kind of all it is. So now I have a little frame to frame some kind of image or some kind of picture in it from Comic-Con. So at the convention center, there was a guy that was in a little cart driving around. He was handing out free stickers to everybody. So my wife was able to pick up the little Shy Guy mashup with Jason Voorhees. I look cool little sticker. I like that. It's a little neat. The Comic-Con Museum also was handing out little magnets to hang up on the walls. And in addition to that, we got some more enamel pins here too. We got the 2023 San Diego Comic-Con enamel pin. And also randomly, I got a free 2020 San Diego Comic-Con pin too. They were just handing these out also. I must have had a whole bunch extra from 2020 because then, that was during the pandemic and they actually didn't do a Comic-Con in 2020. So they're probably just passing these out. That's really cool though. I got one of these pins. So the next item I actually got was something that was sold at San Diego Comic-Con, but was sold out every night. So when I saw Fantastic Four that weekend, they did have one. And what was it, you say? Well, it was my little friend right here, Onboard's assigned, because he'll want to come up here to talk to himself. But I got myself a Herbie popcorn bucket. Hey, Herbie, how's it going? So the Herbie popcorn bucket is pretty cool. It actually has on the back of it, it does have a popcorn container. So you can put your popcorn back there. The front of it actually opens up too. And that's where you can put your candy. Then the top of the head is actually a cup. But that's not the only cool thing that Herbie can do. No. Herbie, show them. So as you can see, Herbie's actually playing the theme song from Fantastic Four 2. That's really cool. That gives it another tier up there. But then, not only that, Herbie, shine the light on the back behind me. Herbie can also shine the Fantastic Four logo on the wall. Isn't that pretty cool? No. This popcorn container is kind of pricey. It's the second one I actually bought during Comic-Con. I really do like this bucket. It has everything for it. But what else can you say? Look at it. It even moves. Right, Herbie? Yeah, see? He knows what's up. All right, guys. Let's go on and see what other items I actually bought at San Diego Comic-Con. We're pretty much near the end. Let's go ahead and just wrap it up with my favorite item that I actually picked up from San Diego Comic-Con. All right, let me go ahead and grab that right now. So now for my favorite item that I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you, Gabe, for actually going to Mattel again and being able to pick stuff for me. There's two Mattel items that I actually really wanted. There was a Jaws Hot Wheels and this item. Unfortunately, Jaws sold out super early in the morning, so never got my hands on that one. But I did get my hands on the Back to the Future 40th anniversary Hot Wheels set. And are you guys ready to take a look at this? All right, Just off the box right here, it is designed to look like Dr. Emmett Brown's Enterprise. So is the back of his van. On the very top of the box, you can see that it does have the 40th anniversary on it. Since this is the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. And let's go ahead and open this now. First up, you gotta check this out. So the back of the box, it does come out and it looks like the back of the truck. Yeah, really cool. There actually was this like design that was outside of the Hasbro booth. Oh, Mattel. At the Mattel booth, and it's really cool to see. All right, let's go ahead and pull this out. And here it is. This is the Back to the Future time machine with the GMC van. Look at it. Look how cool that is. Isn't that really amazing? All right, I'll make sure I do close-ups of this so you guys can take a look at it. No, but I like this a lot. This is so cool. Oh, it's weird though. I thought this sign came off. I thought on the pictures online this sign was not. It was actually part of the display. But no, it's actually just the Back to the Future, the van, and the Back to the Future car coming out of it. I don't know. I like this a lot. This is really cool. I'm glad to have this part of my collection. And you know what though? Say what you say. This box set is pretty cool too, because it actually looks like the back of an actual like delivery truck. Oh, there's like a little flux capacitor in there too, if you can see it. That's so cool. Yeah, it looks like the back of a truck. Man, though, this is what I really wanted. This is like one of the two items I really, really wanted at San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm so glad I picked it up. This with the Ghostbusters things, I will say it was a success for me. I got the two biggest items I wanted to pick up at San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm so glad I did. All right, guys, you have pretty much seen everything I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con. What were your thoughts on it? Was there anything in here that you wish you would have picked up for yourself? Was there anything on here that you wish you would have grabbed? I know there's probably a lot more other things I wish I would have been able to pick up, but I just wasn't able to. But I'm so glad with the things I did get. I'm very happy with them. When I buy stuff for myself at San Diego Comic-Con, I buy them specifically for my collection. But yeah, so this is really cool. Let me know in the comment section down below. What were your thoughts? And until next time, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell. That way you're notified every time a new video is posted. And until next time, this is JD with the Figgy Pop Collector channel.
That concludes a Figgy Pop transmission.